Fairfax County's Zoning Ordinance Modernization Project, called ZMOD for short, is aimed at providing new and more modern zoning regulations in the county. One set of regulations the county is examining are those pertaining to accessory dwelling units. So today, we're sharing an overview and comparing the existing regulations to the potential new regulations for accessory dwelling units. An accessory dwelling unit is a smaller subordinate area or unit that contains the components of eating, sleeping, living, and sanitation. It can be located either within an existing dwelling or as a separate detached structure. An accessory dwelling unit is only permitted in association with a single-family detached dwelling. The Board of Supervisors created an accessory dwelling unit policy in 1986 to provide older adults with the ability to age in place and to increase housing options for people with disabilities. Currently, the only way to have an accessory dwelling unit is to request approval by the Board of Zoning Appeals for a special permit. The accessory dwelling unit must meet a list of requirements outlined in the zoning ordinance. As a part of ZMOD, staff is looking at proposed changes to both interior accessory dwelling units and separate detached accessory dwelling units. The current regulations require one occupant of either the main dwelling or the accessory dwelling to be either 55 years or older or a person with disabilities. In response to comments received, staff is looking at removing the age or disability requirement. Removal of this requirement aligns with the current occupancy regulations that allow a family to have 2 roomers or boarders as long as they don't have a separate kitchen. By removing the age and disability requirement, roomers, boarders, or other occupants of the accessory dwelling unit could add kitchen facilities. Other nearby jurisdictions, including Arlington County and Montgomery County, do not have an age or disability requirement, and many localities throughout the country are loosening accessory dwelling unit restrictions to provide affordable housing options. In terms of size, the current regulations allow accessory dwelling units to use up to 35% of the main dwelling's interior space. This allows a large 5,000 square foot home to have an accessory dwelling unit of 1,750 square feet, while a smaller 2,000 square foot home can only use 700 square feet of interior space for their accessory dwelling unit. The potential new regulation replaces the percentage size limit with a 1,200 square foot limitation, which limits the size among all housing sizes and creates more equity within Fairfax County. In order to streamline the permit process for requesting an interior accessory dwelling unit, the new regulations replace the special permit and Board of Zoning Appeals public hearing process with an administrative permit process that does not involve a public hearing. Under the new process, staff would review the application to ensure compliance with the standards. The permit would allow for inspections and include a renewal process every 5 years. Lastly, while the current process allows the Board of Zoning Appeals to review for adequate parking, the new administrative permit process would require applicants to identify a designated parking space. The ordinance would continue to limit accessory dwelling units to no more than 2 bedrooms and 2 people occupying the space, and they would only be allowed within single-family detached homes. Other restrictions and requirements have also been brought forward and are included in our ZMOD draft ordinance located on our website. Just like interior accessory dwelling units, for detached accessory dwelling units, staff is considering removing the age or disability requirement. Staff also proposes the same maximum size of 1,200 square feet rather than a percentage for detached accessory dwelling units. However, there are a few key differences with detached units. First, staff proposes that a detached accessory dwelling unit still requires a special permit process with the Board of Zoning Appeals. Second, the requirement for a minimum lot size of 2 acres will remain the same. And lastly, the ability for the BZA to determine appropriate parking will also remain. The same limitations on number of bedrooms, people, and the requirement to be in conjunction with a single-family detached unit have all been brought forward. Additional restrictions and requirements brought forward are located in our ZMod draft on our website. We'd like to hear from you. If you have questions or comments, please send us an email or give us a call. To learn more about ZMod and stay up to date with the zoning regulations in Fairfax County, check out our website and follow us on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in.